Barbara Brewer from WCFA Cape May Radio. Today we have the WCFA Spotlight on the father-daughter team of Jeff and Carol Tuzo, rhymes with Clouseau.
Sorry, it's sorry, Caroline.
What did I say?
Carol.
Okay, I had abbreviations here. Jeff is the founder of Hummingbird Media Incorporated. His parents have lived in Cape May Point and are living there now, and his family has been visitors to Cape May County for a long time. But his main purpose today is to talk about this year's Boston Marathon, which takes place when, Jeff?
April 15th, Monday, April 15th.
Coming right up. And you are supporting a particular charity. Go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, we're supporting, me and my daughter Caroline Tuzo are supporting Team Target Cancer, which is an official Boston Marathon charity for 2024. And Team Target Cancer focuses on rare cancer, and it supports those with cancer, and also they invest in research for cures to rare cancers. So it's a really great cause. I'm a cancer survivor, and it's a privilege to be running and supporting a cause that you really care about, and then one that's impacted my own family and friends.
And I looked on your website and I saw that you've been doing this a long time and you're a cancer survivor of like more than 20 years.
Yeah, I had cancer in my early 20s. And in fact, when I had cancer, the doctor said I only had a 50-50 chance of ever having kids. And the beauty of this whole thing is that I get to run the marathon with one of my kids. So thankfully, I came out on the right side of that. And
Great.
yeah, Caroline and I, we've been fundraising for Team Target Cancer, and we're training right now. And yeah, we're just privileged to be running in the Boston Marathon for Team Target Cancer.
And you've been doing this so long that I saw a picture of Caroline when she was like 8 or 10.
Yeah. My dad and I have been running together for as long as I can remember. And he started running marathons when I was just a kid. And so to be able to support him then, and then also now just to get to run together for this amazing cause is just so special to us. And like he said, because he's a rare cancer survivor, I think just the fact that we're running with this great organization is really, really special. So yeah, we're super excited for April.
Yeah. Do you mind saying what kind of cancer your rare cancer was? Or
It was in my abdomen. So, yeah, it was an abdominal cancer, and I went through chemo for 3 months, and it was brutal. And I don't wish it on anybody, but thankfully they're making a lot of progress with research and cures and this sort of thing. Um, but yeah, so that's about it.
Yeah, and
and go
sorry
ahead.
to cut you off. He was my age, about my age when he had the cancer. So I think that too, like he said, the fact that he came out on the right side of things and was able to have kids, and the fact that we're able to run this together is just really special.
That is great. And the research, I can verify how amazing it is because my own relatives in the earlier generation, it was a death sentence, certain things, and whereas today people are surviving and thriving. So it's kind of great.
Yeah, it's
What's going on today?
there's different recipes that they make for each cancer. And in fact, my doctor, his best friend died of the kind of cancer that I had. And so we developed a great relationship, my doctor and I, who's also from New Jersey. And he cured me. And it took me a long time to recover. But, it's wonderful to be in that spot to help others. And the fact that I'm still healthy and I can help other people.
And the great thing about Target Cancer Foundation, the organization that we're running with, is that the money really does go straight into the research initiatives. So it's kind of just like unrestricted funds that can go towards these investigators who are developing new studies and ways of trying to sort of help treat these diseases. So yeah.
Hmm.
Cause.
Yeah, it's a great cause. If people want to, where can they look up where they can donate?
Yeah, they can go to bit.ly/Jeff Runs Boston or bit.ly/Caroline Runs Boston. And I'll spell that out for your listeners. It's bit.ly/Caroline Runs Boston. That's capital C, capital R, capital B, or bit.ly/ Jeff runs Boston, capital J, capital R, capital B. Either of those links will go right to the charity where people can donate. And I've been coming down to Cape May since I was 12 or 13, and I've been running along the beach in Cape May for years. We come down every summer, and Caroline and I are still running Cape May. We're going to be doing a 18-miler down in Cape May sometime in March.
Okay, this March.
Yeah.
This March, yeah, and I worked at so many places down in Cape May the summer times that I lived down there. So and my parents, like I said, they live right by the lighthouse down there. So Cape May is a really deep part of who we are, and we love Cape May and Cape May Point.
That's fun. That's great. Tell us about your time in Cape May. Where have you worked and so on?
Well, let's see. When I went down there in the summers, I lived at the Maycomber, which was across from the old arcade. I worked at all kinds of restaurants. The Eagle Hotel, I think it was called, Mad Batter, just a lot of restaurants in and around Cape May.
The usual summertime stuff.
Yeah, summertime stuff. You're looking to pick up gigs wherever you can. Also, I had a band down there, and we used to practice in the old convention center until we got kicked out for being too loud. So my band played around a lot of the campsites in and around Cape May, and yeah, just great teenage memories from down there. And then as an adult, I kept coming down to Cape May, and I brought my kids down there. And Caroline here was down there. That was her first exposure to the ocean when she was a baby. And now she's spent summers down there too. And we just, it's a part of who we are. We've always loved Cape May, and it's one of those places that is timeless in your mind. And you come back, decades later, and it's the same as it was, as your memories.
And where is your home now?
Yeah, I live in Westchester, New York, in Katona, New York right now, which is about 30 minutes north of White Plains, for those who might know New York State. It's about 3.5 hours north of Cape May. And then Caroline, my daughter, lives in New York City.
And it's just a hop, skip, and a jump to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's not that far to Boston. And we're doing our best training now. We're scaling up our miles every weekend. And in fact, Caroline just finished a run today. She ran about 5-6 miles?
5 miles, yeah. Just a quick 5, but yeah, we're excited. Like he said, we're going to be in Cape May in a couple weeks, and we love to do our long runs there because we, kind of start in Cape May Point and then go work our way up and towards Wildwood and all that. So it's a nice scenic long run for us, as opposed to the same New York City run I do every day. So.
And it's also nice flat surfaces in Cape May.
Yeah, you talked about this, but just Cape May is such a special place to us. My grandparents, as he was saying, have lived there for so long, and so we've just.
They are also Tuzos.
They're also Tuzos.
Yes.
John and Lori Tuzo, they live on Yale Avenue down there in the Point, about 2 blocks from the lighthouse.
Yeah, so it's just it's like something we look forward to every single year. So it's exciting to come on here and get to talk a little bit more about it and how it kind of intertwines with our running journey and all that, because that's been a big, a place we've gotten to share that together for a long time. So that's
one of our favorite things to do is to run together in Cape May, and we always we do these long runs that Caroline was talking about, and we usually run back along the beach, along where it goes from Cape May to Cape May Point. We either use that as our kind of cool down run, or we slow down a little bit, and that final run coming back all the way back towards the lighthouse from the city of Cape May is just a beautiful run. And we really cherish that.
I've walked that many times, especially with my mother. So
it's a great walk. Yeah.
Also flat, yes.
The only thing I will say is I did write an album about Cape May called Going to Cape May, and it came out in about, I want to say, the year 2000, which makes me feel ancient. But it was all songs about my love for Cape May, and it was all acoustic, and songs that were talked about the skies that I would see in Cape May, and there's a song in there about South Cape May, which of course was washed away by the ocean. And there's just in the anticipation of going to Cape May, when you're driving on that road, the idea of being on a journey to somewhere that is special to you. And it's almost like the journey that we're going on now to the marathon. It's this anticipation, and it's the building, and it's the training. And then one day we'll get to the finish line and we'll have accomplished it. And that's what's special to me. And it's almost the same way when you get to those flashing lights in Cape May where you're, yes, I'm in Cape May. It's almost like the same feeling. You hit the finish line or you cross the line to Cape May, you know? That's how I
You hit
feel.
exit 0 on the Parkway.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the finish line. Yeah.
Exit 0. Yeah.
Where can we find this album?
Spotify.
It's on Spotify. It's on
Wow.
Tidal. And in fact, Cape May Radio has a few copies of it. I sent a couple to David Cassidy over there, your programming director. So he's got
Yes.
it. And not only that, if any of your listeners donate to this cause, I'll send them a free copy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it really is something. So I'm happy to do that. I'll send a free copy of this album to anybody who donates.
And it's in the form of a CD, I take it?
It's a CD, yeah,
Yes.
and it's got, you know, artwork that my father shot. My dad's a really great photographer, and the cover art is something my dad photographed. It's a scenic shot of looking down from Cape May City to the lighthouse.
And so this album is called
Going to Cape May by Jeff Tuzo. And if listeners want to check it out, it's on Spotify. And like I said, I'm happy to, for any donation, I'm happy to send them a free CD.
And Tuzo is, by the way, Touzeeau, like a French word.
Correct.
Exactly.
Right. The donations can be put at bit.ly/Jeff runs Boston or bit.ly/Caroline runs Boston. It jumps to a Give and Gain page. That's correct. And that's GIVEN, Given Gain.
Yep.
GAIN. And by the way, bit.ly.
Yeah, and initial caps is the only thing your listeners would have to bear in mind for the Jeff runs Boston and Caroline runs Boston. Yeah, just from my perspective, I mean, any donation really benefits a really great cause, and it doesn't have to be a lot. It can be $5, it can be $500, anything. It's all going to a great cause, and we're privileged to be running for such a great cause. And I'm privileged to be running with my daughter and being here on the planet and sharing this great experience. And yeah, I hope your listeners will consider it. And I mean, Barbara, thank you so much for having us. It's really a great.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. And thank you to Jeff and Caroline Tuzo. Good luck at the Boston Marathon. Maybe we'll see you on TV.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Going to Cape May, where the ocean meets the bay. I can't get there fast enough. I can never lose my way. I can smell the salty air. I can feel the breeze from here, whistling through the pines. And driving by the ocean side, I pass the lights of Seaside Heights. On my way, I'm going down